Hello everyone, I'm Teja Srinivas and I'm currently pursuing my B.Tech third year in Computer Science and Engineering in VIT-AP. And this semester I have taken Cloud Computing course and I am doing a project called VIT-AP E-LEARNING, and this is my review too. I have been taking this course under the guidance of Dr.Arun Kumar Gopu sir for this academic year 2021 to 2022. Me and Harsha are the part of this project in this slot in VIT-AP University. Now I'm moving to my slides of my project. Coming to the description of my project, VIT-AP E-Learning is an all-rounder knowledge portal developed exclusive for VIT-AP students. This platform makes the student access to various online materials and provides self-learning experience for all the students. Here we use technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript for the front-end part. And coming to the AWS services, here we have used 4 services. First one is Amazon Cognito, the Amazon RDS, and Amazon EC2, and Amazon S3. And I am going to explain you each service, the deployment. Coming to the AWS Cognito. AWS Cognito is an user identity and data synchronization service. It lets you add the user, sign up and sign in, and access control to your web and mobile applications quickly and easily. So I'm going to the Cognito portal and I'm going to deploy my website. Here they have mentioned already that the user pools are user directories that provide sign up and sign in options for the app users. So here this is the main idea. So we are going to the manage user pools option. And here there is an option create a user pool, which you need to click and to create a pool, and it's our choice to create a pool name. Like I'll be taking as a VIT-AP E-Learning, and I'm going to proceed with the step through settings. Here as the login page, the username is mandatory in my project, so I'll be taking it as a priority and leaving the email. So coming to the attributes, I'll be taking the email here and I'll be proceeding to the next step. Here as we require the numbers, as our password needs the strong characters, so these 4 need to be required. So I'll be selecting the 4 options, and remaining these we need to be selecting the default one only, and we'll proceed to the next step. Coming to the multi-factor authentication, in my project it's not that much necessary, so I am turning it off, and the others will be in default one. And here the role name is generated as SMS role, including the pool name. So I'll be going to the next step. So here, as I don't want to customize my email address, I'm leaving it. I'll be going to the Cognito itself, and I'm proceeding to the next step. No, I don't want to add any tags, so I'm going to the next step. Here also I'll be choosing the no. Now I'll be going to the next step, and here I'll be selecting the default itself as none, and I'm proceeding to the next step. And coming to the pool name, here you can see there's a VIT-AP E-Learning that I have mentioned, and these are the details that I have filled till now. And I'm creating a pool here. So you can observe here that your user pool was created successfully and I have got a pool ID Now I'll be going to the app clients, add an app client. Here also it's obvious to add any name, so I'll be choosing VIT-AP client. And others I'll be leaving with the default options, and I'm choosing the create app client. So here app client ID is created. Now we are going to the app client settings. Now here we are opting the cognitive user pool, and these are the main things to be noted in the Cognito, as these are the sign in and sign out URLs. So I'll be mentioning here, I'll be pasting it to get simple. I have these HTMLs, I'll show it later. So these are helpful to making the app client hosted easily. So I'll be opting the save changes here, and the UI is hosted. So you can observe here that the login page has been locally hosted. So I'll be giving my registration number here, and suppose they have taken the password wrong. Let's see what happens here now. See here, it's mentioned that login failed and invalid due to the username and the mistake in the username or password. So here, now I'll be making it that correct, and I'll be showing it to you. Yeah, now you can observe that it's login successful. So here in this Cognito, we have mentioned that it's basically lets user sign up or sign in and access control to your web. So this is the main thing we have done here and implemented it and deployed it. And coming to the next service, it's Amazon AWS RDS. AWS RDS is a collection of managed services that make it simple to set it up, operate and scale database in the cloud. In our project, we are using Amazon RDS to store the user login credentials. So we have, in this Cognito, we have made the access control. So now we are keeping the login credentials, and we are storing it basically. So I'll be showing here now. This is the RDS. This is the main page of RDS. So let's click to the create database here. We are creating a database. So here, choose the database creation method. So I'll be choosing the easy create, and as I have opted the MySQL, so I should need to opt the same here. I'm using the free tie here. And I'll be choosing, let us give some random, like database one. Now I'm leaving the username as admin itself. So here I'm entering the password. It's a manual password. We need to, it's useful for us for the next steps. We will be creating a database. Here you can see it's creating a database 1. So it's mentioned like a few minutes to launch, so we are going to I have already taken a database, sample database before itself, like it's taking too many minutes, so I'm going to the sample database here and I'm clicking the create database. Wait, 1 second. It got stuck. Yeah. Here we'll be clicking the database on here. Now it's got creating. It's in the status creating, so we'll be choosing the database one below one as it is available. So here we can see that we can see the connectivity and security details. Taking few more minutes, I guess. Yeah, it came. So we have chosen the status available one, and we are going to here. We can see that there is an endpoint name, and we need to copy it so that we can paste it later. Further steps. So I have copied it, the writer instance. Now I'll be using MySQL Workbench here, so I'll be creating one. Connection name, you can take any connection name, so I'll be using here Cloud 2. And I'll be giving the password here. So here we can see that we have connected to the database. So we'll be storing the passwords here. Password, the credentials, the sign in, the username and password will be stored here so that it will be easier. And this is the working of the second service, AWS RDS. Now we'll be going to the S3. Coming to S3, AWS RDS of next one is S3, right? Here the Amazon Simple Storage service is an object-oriented service. It's a storage service basically that offers industry-leading scalability, data availability, security, and performance. We use the S3 to store and protect any amount of data for the range of use cases such as web applications, mobile applications, etc. Here I'll be showing you the steps what to be done. Firstly, we need to create a view bucket. Here we need to add a bucket name. I'll be giving as my name itself, and I'll be adding a cloud to it. And I will create a bucket. I'll click now here we can see that successfully bucket created as the given name. Now here we can see that I have mentioned this is the one. Now I'm going to click it, and here the basic idea of the S3 is to storage. So there is an option to upload create folder. So here I'll be uploading all of the PDFs of the materials so that we can access through the EC2 later. Here I am adding files. You can observe that there is a PC tab open here. Now I'll be selecting few of my courses. I have pasted the files here. These are the files I have pasted. Now I'm storing it. Here we are uploading, and we are clicking it now. So here we can see that uploading status, the remaining files it's showing, and the estimated time remaining. It takes a few seconds to get updated. So here you can see that the upload succeeded, so that we can close the tab as here we can see that the 10 files 9.7 MB storage is occupied here. I'm going to close this and proceed to the final service, that is EC2. So here in coming to the EC2, Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud provides a scalable computing capacity in AWS Cloud. EC2 is a virtual server where we host a website. So hosting in EC2 gives us the Elastic IP address. With that public link we can access the website. In Amazon EC2 we can develop and deploy applicants faster. So I'm showing that to you right now. So I'll be deploying through EC2 now. Firstly, we should launch the instance here. Coming to the instance now, we need to add the name and tag here. So let me add a random one. My first tag. In names and tag section, and I'll be choosing the Ubuntu. As it is a free tier, I'm choosing it. And coming to the instance type, it is odd. It's a default one, and so now it's free tier eligible. So I'll be opting it. And coming to the key pair name, as I have done previous work, so I'll be choosing some random key pair name. So others will be like a default one, so we need not change anything. So we need to click here the launch instance. So we can see that the instance we launched and it's successful. Sorry, done this. I have repeated it. My second tag, my first tag, right? Ubuntu. And the keypay name, I'll be choosing some random. These are the default ones, so I'll be launching the instance here. You can see that the instance has been launched and successful. So I'll be viewing all the instances now here. There are many of my previous instances. So one I have done now is being initialized. So I'll be taking any random instance ID to get to be some. You'll not get confused. I'll be choosing any one of it. Like here we can see that there is an instance ID, public IP address too. The below one, the instance details. So here there is an option called connect. Now we need to connect it. And coming to it, we need to go to SSH client here, and we need to copy the public DNS. So the reason we copied here is to paste in the wait a second. So yeah, we need to paste in the remote desktop connection now. So I've been pasted. Now we need to connect it. So it's been connected here. Yeah, we need to proceed with this. Now EC2 is also implemented. Now we are going to deploy it in the local host. So firstly, running in the local host, we need to consider the XAMPP control panel, and we need to open it. And here we need to start with the Apache and MySQL. And we need to keep it till the end of the deployment. So now I have been stored in all my files in the XAMPP and downloads, htdocs, and the dashboard. We need to mention the dashboard. So these are the files. which are required to form for my website. This is I'm using the Microsoft browser here. I've checked it, both are in the starting itself, so I have turned it on. Now you can see that the VIT-AP is the main website, and I have deployed it through EC2, S3, and the login credentials, and the RDS and Cognito is basically for the storage and sign in and access to the website. So they'll be working as a background one. So coming into the website, we have been hosted in the local host. This is the VIT-AP E-learning website. In VIT-AP there are for the 2017, 2018 and 2019 batches, there are 4, and I have worked it on. And coming to that, I have mentioned all the 4 years here, from first year to 4th year. Any student can come into this portal and download any materials. So I have been taken to the faculty's advice, and this is my speak for all my web users. And coming to the materials, so as this is the website for the main purpose of this website is to download the materials, like it's basically ebook platform. So someone who are like a lot bookworm, it's very easy to get access to it, just to the login, just to the credentials. Just signing into the credentials can access, anyone can access to this. So here are the course names, and these are the materials. So actually we thought that we have shown that the S3 is for the storage, and we have storage the materials now. So if we download any material, we can get access. Wait a second. Yeah, here are the materials. So I have been checking that side, this side. Okay. So if we click the download option here, so these are the materials. These are zip type materials that are being downloading. So once we click the file, we can see these PDFs, right? So this is the thing we have done. Not only for the first year candidates, it's for all 4 years. Coming to the second year too, we can see that there are various type of courses and type of lecturers, number of lectures, and concerned download materials. I guess it's very useful website. The main purpose of this is as during the online studies, many of us are getting to know these types of websites. So I have created one of them to be like an innovative one, only for sole of my university. So you guys also can create it. Easy, it's not that tough, but it takes time. These are the courses for some of the courses for the year 3, and like the year 4, similarly like year 4. So if there is any query related to the academics or some changes in the courses, so one can fill their name, email and query here and send it here. So once someone send here, we'll get to know what type of complaint can be registered, so that we'll work on it and we'll make the changes on it. This is my project. Now I'll be showing my coding part. This is the remote desktop. I'll be closing it. So coming to the coding part, the login details and the other login information is basically from this to this file. Like HTML file is the mandatory one, so that we can connect the PHP files and CSS files too. So I've basically created the HTML files here and connected the CSS and these two PHPs. So here I mentioned the coding part, like the connected part of the PHP files. So once we created the index.html, I made a few changes, not that much. I'm good at CSS, but I just did it in the 10 minutes. So I have in the hurry, I have not making that much change. So this is the connection.php. It's nothing but the database, adding the database into it. So this is just the database part into the PHP. So it's a type of connection to the SQL part. Coming to the authentication, it is connected to the connection.php. You can see here now. After connecting this to the database, so we will be connecting it to the authentication part. So once, if the credentials are correct, it will be successfully login, and if it's wrong, it will be showing as the password invalid. So this is my project, guys. Hope you like it. Thank you.